Hate it when things don't work, Big B. It's not that complicated. I mean, we got enough stories. We shouldn't have to worry about it. But all right. We're live over here on YouTube. I don't know if you heard any of our complaining, but we are about to do the show. So let's do her up.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being men.
I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place where I get a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Clement, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power bundle!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Good evening, everybody. Indeed, it is Cave Crew Radio. Several things going on around the cave this week. Number one, I have a new pen. I don't know where I found it, but I really, really like this pen. My name is DK. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I am in my cave, and I'm ready to get the show going. We have my MIA going on right now. I don't know if it's called 911 or what the fuck we should do. I'm now transgender certified. We're going to get to that in a little while. All kinds of fun stuff coming up. Welcome to Cave Crew Radio, everybody. I do believe Queens, New York is in my eye here.
And yes, I am here live from Queens, New York. I am Sir Big B. As you are the proud owner of a new pen, I am the proud owner of a new couch.
Nice. In the studio or upstairs?
No, upstairs. Because I think, as I mentioned a few shows ago, and I sent you the picture, my dog ate my previous couch. So we got our new couch delivered this past weekend, and sitting in motorized reclining comfort.
Oh my God. But see, that's something else that's just going to break eventually.
Eventually, yes, but I have the 5-year plan on it. So if it breaks, they can give me a new one.
5-year plan. And the other coach is where that's gone to.
Well, we just put it outside tonight because tonight is bulk pickup garbage night. So I just put it outside.
See, we don't have bulk pickup night.
So what do you do if you're throwing away furniture?
We either have to go to the dump or we have to pay like $40.
Or you could tell Stu and he'll fly over to your house, pick it up, and bring it back to the allotment.
Imagine what he could have done with your couch.
He would have. Well, the couch was not only torn apart by the dog. The springs broke on the seats. The couch was all fucked up piece of crap. But Stu could have taken it and done so much with it at the allotment. He would have put boards down where the cushions were. He would have, rebuilt the back with some pallets He would have done amazing things with it.
Stain it, whatever.
What? Yeah, it would have been stained. It would have been a nice color. Stu is the garbage whisperer.
Yes. And speaking of Stu, folks, normally at this point, Big B would say, I hear London calling.
But unfortunately, I don't hear London calling, but I'm obsessed with the Stu Cam.
But, well, here's the deal. If you were any other host, you would go into a free fall. You would panic.
Right.
But over here is the Stu Cam, empty chair.
Right.
Got his notes up on the bulletin board. There's that bright light flashing back there. I don't know what that bright light is. And Stu is nowhere to be found. I don't know if he's passed. I can't wait.
It's the empty seat of mystery is what this is. Now I'm obsessed with staring at this picture or this camera and analyzing everything that's in this room.
In this room, which is actually looks like a cupboard or like, but look at the designs. Is that a mirror? Is that what that is?
Yes, that's a curvy mirror, and you see the reflection in there. The reflection looks like the reflection of his computer monitor. So whatever's on his computer now is being reflected in the mirror. He's got two of the curvy mirrors side by side. So you see the back of the chair and I guess the window right over the computer. I'm trying to see what's on the I'd love to know what's on the shelves. That middle
like
shelf.
It looks like a toaster.
It looks like, yes, it looks like a toaster or one of those old-timey 1930s radios.
Oh, yeah. Okay, could be. He's listening to the old radio. And he's got the bulletin board. Like, I mean, it's very great. My wife just sticks me in a corner in the basement.
Right.
And I know, but look, he's got fancy French doors. Like when he walks into the studio, it's probably only 3x6, but he's feeling like a king.
Oh yeah, he as we've seen throughout the episodes of this show, we've seen various rooms in the Stu mansion. And this is by far the most interesting because it has so much going on in it, and it's probably the smallest of the rooms that we've seen.
Right. Now the only thing, and no pun intended on this, I just hope he hasn't gone off the train and leaves us and turns into that woman again.
Choo-choo Sue.
All right. So look, we were talking, we're doing these previews now, right? And we had a story about the Sperminator. Mm-hmm. And if I only got one message or two, I would have said, forget it. It didn't make it to the big time, right? But I got about, I swear, 6 or 7 messages. Who's the Sperminator? What's going on with the Sperminator? So I thought we better we better talk about the Sperminator.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull a picture up here, and here's a nice fella from somewhere. A bunch of really fat, pregnant black chicks holding a white baby, though.
What the hell goes on?
Here you go, folks. This is the Sperminator. Apparently, this guy has 26 kids.
Uh-huh.
And many of them, this was the line that caught us, right? Many of them were fathered in Target bathrooms.
Target bathrooms.
Yes. This Father's Day, he's still the most demanded dad in town. A year after the Post revealed that this cunning math professor, Ari Nagel, had fathered 23 kids, some conceived in the old-fashioned way, which we'd assume bareback, right?
Okay.
Others involving sperm handoffs at public spot. Is this like a football play?
Wait, so he's
47-62 sperm on the right break. And then you got some fat black chick with a fucking shopping cart running down.
So let me understand something. So he's doing sperm handoffs in Target bathrooms like he's selling crack. He's selling his sperm. Is that what I'm getting here?
I have never heard of a sperm handoff before. This is something new to me. And look, I honor that you always ask me each and every week, let me ask a question, but I'm not Nostradamus. Like, I just fucking find these stories. Together, we've got to be Sherlock Holmes and Watson. We got to find the answers ourselves.
So what I'm picturing by a sperm handoff is if you watch any spy movie or anything like that, inevitably there's one scene where one guy's walking one way, the other guy's walking in the opposite direction. They pass each other, and as they pass, they hand something to each other. It's like the plans or something. It's very discreet, and it's just like, as they're walking by, it's just a nice little handoff. I'm picturing that this is what's going on with the women in Target as he's walking down the greeting card aisle. He's just the little handoff here.
Does he just have it in like a little Ziploc bag?
What I'm picturing is a vial, no, not a vial, a test tube, like one of those old chemistry test tubes with a cork in it. And you just walk by, and yes, there's a cork in the test tube. Test tube's like this long, and there's a cork in the top of it. And as he passes by, he hands it off to the lady or puts it in her purse as he walks by, something to that effect, as she's looking through greeting cards for Mother's Day.
And she's a black woman that has a white baby. Are you guys looking at this picture?
I certainly am.
Again, I'm not getting prejudiced because, who was it? Hitler designed that the blonde, blue-eyed, whatever the perfect child was. Right. The Sperminator is also he must be the future of all races.
I mean, looking at him, he's a typical white dude. He's surrounded by black chicks, and he's holding the whitest baby ever made ever.
And he likes big butt, by the way, folks.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah, he likes big butt, and he cannot lie. Well, he's doing handoffs. Listen, wannabe mummies from all over the globe have reached out to Nigel, whatever his name is, after hearing his story. There's been inquiries from Turkey, Nigeria, South Africa, even China. What's in this guy? It looks like a normal white baby to me. It looks like a fucking Cabbage Patch. Like, what's it guaranteed? Kid's going to be an engineer.
Well, I want to know how this started. How did this all start? Does it say in the story anywhere that...
Hang on, we're reading along here. The Sperminator's summer is jam-packed with trips, time to ovulation schedules. So like you and I, we got to be at work at 9, or we got to be at work at 8. We got to hit the 7:50 train. He's scheduling himself to ovulation schedules. So there's some babe in China who's ovulating on July the 17th.
And is it only in Target? Like, does he branch out to Walmart?
I don't think
Walgreens or a CVS something, or is it just Target?
I think Target is where he was doing the handoff scandal. And then I think, since he's been written, but I don't understand. Here's what I'm trying to do. There's a crippled woman. Oh God! Now we're going to sound like the Jerry Lewis telethon.
What?
She was in a wheelchair after a debilitating motorcycle accident a few years ago. She says, "It's all I ever wanted. You just have a vibe." And she thinks she's going to be an amazing mom. Now, here's how this is where I start to hate the guy. This will look good on my portfolio. So you've impregnated a woman in a wheelchair. Then he goes, I haven't had an Asian baby yet. Like, what the fuck is with this guy? And I don't think he's actually fucking him. I don't think there's any gratitude to this.
No, he's jerking off in in a test tube and handing it off to women
with a fucking cork.
with a cork in it.
He's gone to Hawaii. He's gone to Toledo. He's gone to Flint, Michigan. Hope he didn't drink water.
With that now is I have several questions.
I don't know.
Does he get paid for this?
Is he what?
Does he get paid for this? Is he responsible for child care after the baby's born? Where do people find him to get a hold of him? I have several questions.
Well, okay. I don't have his number. I can give you a solution to how he procreates.
Okay.
However, I'm assuming donate is the key through every paragraph here. So I'm thinking donate means he's just giving. He's got a bigger plan here.
Okay.
How he does it, I guess the Post reported last year, the sperminator often uses public restrooms, Target, Starbucks, and I love these adjectives and stuff, for procuring samples. Once a location is chosen, Nigel will go into the bathroom, pleasure himself while watching porn on his iPhone. He will ejaculate into a soft cup. So there is no test tube with a cork. That puts that. He then delivers the specimen to the woman, who goes into the ladies' restroom. So there is no medical involved in this. And she inserts the soft cup into her cervix. This is not me making this up. Nigel insists there's no shame in his game. There's homeless people in that Target bathroom all the time. What I'm doing is the least of their problems. You have people showering in the sinks. They should give us some free diapers for all this free press. Who is this fucker? We got to get him on the show.
So I'm trying to understand something. So he goes in, he finds some chick at Target and says,
I don't know what he does first, because I don't know the shelf life of the sperm.
Well, that's what I'm trying. This according to the article, this is what I'm piecing together. He finds some chick at Target. I guess they negotiate. They agree. He goes into the bathroom, jerks off in a Dixie cup.
Well, homeless people are showering in the sink.
While homeless people are apparently showering in the sink, he's jerking off into a Dixie cup. He comes out of the bathroom, gives this chick the Dixie cup. She then goes into her bathroom and pours it in like she's fucking, pouring syrup on ice cream. Is that how this works? Like she's pouring it into her pussy? Is that what happens?
I don't have a cervix to do that too, but I would, those things you baste roasts with?
Yeah, turkey baster.
Yeah, I would assume that you would take the sample that was procreated out of the soft cup, and then you'd have to give it a good squirt to get it up into the proper areas.
Yes.
Did you read this? Because this one's right from your backyard. There's a girl who's due in September, and she only wants one thing for her future daughter, Kari. Apparently means queenly or joyful in Swahili. She just wants Nigel's blue eyes. But there's this girl, Amanda Santiago. Thank you so much for everybody sharing your embarrassing story and giving your name. She received a red Solo cup full of Nigel's sperm at his friend's backyard barbecue in Queens. So in Queens. Don't drink from this cup, Nigel warned fellow guests, who said they quickly realized what the sperminator was up to. They were all creeped out, and the demeanor changed. This guy's like the Green Hornet, for fuck's sakes. He'll come anywhere. He could be handing it to our wives, and we wouldn't know it. We could be out at Applebee's, and here you go, ma'am. Here's your shot. Next thing, I gotta go to the bathroom. She's basting basting her cervix in the public washroom.
Does his friends like shake his hand when they see each other? I can't imagine that you just walk out to him, hey, what's up? And you go shake his hand because he may have just jerked off.
I'm just fucking. I don't understand any of this. There he is again. Again, I'm not a homosexual guy, but he's not appear overly attractive.
He's a tall, goofy guy.
He has a wife too, and he has children 13, 6, and 3. And the wife had no idea he was a sperminator. He's like Batman.
To the sperm cave.
You guys wanted to hear about it. Then there's a pastor who says he wouldn't have had a baby unless he was the father. She had a successful conception after the sperminator produced a sample on demand at her Easter party. And these are pastors.
Now he's turned into a sideshow. Come on, come on. See this guy jerk off into a cup.
Hey, if he's on Twitter, we got to follow him. The sperminator, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've carried this on long enough. I promised you'd get the sperminator, and you got him. And there is no cork in the test tube, folks. Just to keep you updated. Hey, good question from the chat room. They want to know: does that mean he's cheating? That's a legitimate question, right? At what point would you accuse your spouse of cheating? Like, so, like, if my wife's home and I'm home and I go jerk off in the shower, am I cheating? Or am I just, relieving physical stress? I don't think that would be cheating, in my opinion, because he's not actually, well, although they use the word procreating, he's not really procreating in the old-fashioned way, right?
Right. No, he's not being intimate with anybody. She's jerking off and handing the results of his masturbation to somebody else. I don't think that's cheating.
What a crazy way to start the show. Anyway, folks, we're about ready to go to break really quick, but it's still here. And I've reached out. I have not called the authorities in England yet. But there is still the empty chair, the white room, the stew camp.
Now, let me ask you a question. What was the last thing he said? Because when I came on, he was already gone.
Okay, let me.
The last thing he said, right before he left the room, because I know you guys are always on before me, so you guys are talking and whatnot.
Yeah, and I had to go get the wife. But here's what I got. I think I'll have a nap again. Otherwise, I'll be fighting to stay awake. The wife has a doctor's appointment, and Ida has a dentist appointment. But this is going back to 5 o'clock. So a nap. I mean, you could easily have a nap and wake up 2 hours later. Right. What scares me is normally when we end up in these situations with Stu, and you're on vacation next week, which we didn't tell people yet. He usually has a great story, which usually will become a legend.
Yes.
Upon his return.
Absolutely.
So, folks, all we can say is, where in the world is Choo Choo Stu? Right before we go to break, just to honor Choo Choo Stu, we're gonna play his song. If I get anything to work, I'm not guaranteeing anything on my stand tonight. It's acting really wacky. If not, Big B and I'll just go through shit. But yeah, Choo Choo Stu. If he pulls this shit on me next week, Mike Jolitz is filling in for Big B next week from the Mike Jolitz Show. So good guy to have in your chair. We've never been on the show before. He's got a funny little podcast he does. Okay. here's what I'm going to do, Big B. I'm going to try this.
Okay.
I'm going to try to go to commercial break and see if we get any of this audio working. When we return, I am transgender certified, and we never did find out what Big B did on the July 4th weekend. We will continue to send pings out to London, England, to try and find our friend Choo Choo Stew. For all we know, he's buried face first in black stuff at the allotment.
Very true.
No idea. No idea.
Keep your eye on the stew cam.
Keep your eye on the stew cam. If you sight him or see him in a game or anywhere else, please tell him to report to duty. There's still at least an hour to go on the show. Anyway, we'll be back. Cave Crew Radio is the name of the show, 9 o'clock every Thursday night. Let's try these 2 new commercials out here.
Well, hello, ladies and the gentlemen, and cave dwellers in general. This is Choo Choo Stew, and I'm deep in the hallows of London, England. I want you lot to stop taking a piss and join the Cave Crew Radio Facebook group, please. And while you're at it, look us up on the Twitter as well. It's not rocket science, it's actually quite easy. Just search Cave Crew Radio. Also, have you got a bit of spare change in your wallet or your bank? Because we could do with $5. It's easy on PayPal. Just go on to cavecrewradio.com and chuck some money in the tip jar. It helps keeping the dream alive, sockcuckers. So don't be silly and take the mic. Cavecrewradio.com. Fuckers. Okay, boys, look, you've all got the lyrics. So no mistakes this time, okay? I really want feeling in this take, okay? I really want some feeling. So give me your best, okay? Malcolm?
Okay, I'll do my best.
Norman?
With feeling, you say?
Mr. Small? Well, you know, I'll do what I can, boss. Right, we're going to go straight for it this time. No mistakes. All right, on the count of 3, the music's going to start. 1, 2, 3. My crops to me are like diamonds. I stand here king of my land. The aroma of manure and a burning heap. The smell of the shit on my hands. In a neat little town they call London. In a lodgment plot I am bound. And many an hour sweet happiness, drinking tea as I potter around. After hours and hours of digging, I finally sowed all my seed. Far away from the wife and the screaming kids, what more could a chap ever need? All my crops to me are like diamonds. I stand here king of my land. The aroma of manure and a burning heat, the smell of the shit on my hands. I took a stroll to the burning heat to burn up an old rotten bench. I crossed a do not enter line and was spotted by an eagle-eyed wench. The superintendent, he summoned me, and into his shed I was called. For burning my wood without authority to face the wrath of the bull. All my crops to me are like diamonds, and I stand here king of my land. The aroma of manure and the burning heat, the smell of the shit on my hands.
Hello, this is Al. I listen to Cave Crew Radio every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. If by chance I miss it, I catch all past episodes on cavecrewradio.com. Don't forget to donate $5 at cavecrewradio.com. Oops, I'm due to donate. Now back to the cave.
All right. All eyes on the stew cam. Still nothing yet. Still nothing yet on the Stu Cam, ladies and gentlemen. The mystery will unfold as the week continues. But you know what, Big B?
Yeah.
It'll live in the Facebook Cave Crew Radio group. I'm sure we'll find out what's happened.
And can I just say one thing before we move on? I like the whole double cam thing you got going on.
Well, the problem is my voice goes through this camera over here. Hello. And then the better camera is over here. So I'm working on it. It's a working project. The producers like to take naps and sleep all the time and don't help us with the things we need to evolve in.
Well, I definitely like the two camera angle going on there.
I'm trying very hard. All right. Before we go to the transgender thing, again, I'm going to see if this fucking works. Oh, all of a sudden, Sam is cooperating now. Your friend is released not, and again, let's reciprocate here for a second or go backward. This is the guy that was on before Metal Thunder Radio on All Radio X.
Oh, God.
And then you friended him first.
I did.
According to the legend, right?
I did.
And anyway, he is going on to great success.
Oh yeah.
So here is the bumper, would you call it that, from his new network, and it's free advertising for him, folks. Here we go.
This is the Easy Network. Alex takes you into his favorite hobbies and shares his passion with you so that you can learn and get involved. Now, from Springfield, Massachusetts, here is your host, 24-year-old Alex Cardinale.
Let's stop and analyze this now. There's the intro. At no point do we ever divulge our age.
It doesn't make sense.
In Queens, New York, I am 40-year-old Brian Cream.
It makes no sense to say your age. Who gives a flying fuck how old you are?
Yeah, 24. Does that give you authority?
I don't know. Is it a retard thing? Like only retards, like, I'm good, I'm old, I'm 24. I'm Alex Cardinale, I'm 24. I'm a big boy now. Is that how this works?
It sounds like he paid some big money.
Yeah, well, as much as I rag on this fucking asshole on this show, that's a good intro.
That was, except for the point where he's 24 years old. He's not on the fuck. Is he a pedophile? Now, folks, his sidekick is a guy by the name of Jeremy Stellhorn. Now, here's where the intro gets a little weird, because then he has Jeremy cut in here. Let's listen to this.
Well, wait, before we go there.
Stellhorn from Redbud, Illinois.
Oh, sorry, wait, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to add one other thing. If you notice the intro, the very well produced intro, the 24-year-old, and they pronounce his name wrong, Alex Cardinale.
Yeah, it's
and he didn't come in. He didn't come. You're supposed to come in as soon as your name is announced.
Right.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me. Welcome to my network, and blah blah blah. And we're gonna do this. No, silence. It was just some shitty background music.
I agree with you. Anyway, what was the background music though? It was like
I don't know, some fucking.
Wasn't it the Rising House of New Orleans or?
No.
I've lost it, and I'm afraid I'm never going to find it. But
no, to me it just sounded like just one of those free songs you find, that you really don't have to pay for. It's just a background song.
I'm fixing my because now I got to do this. All right, folks. If you're on YouTube, you can see all this stuff happen live.
And while you're doing it, I must say, I must ask you, what flavor of Lay's potato chips is behind you?
Lay's potato chips?
Yes, over your right shoulder on that table with the Gatorade bottle.
Salt and vinegar. Do you guys like salt and vinegar? You can see that far away.
Well, it's on camera, yes.
Well, the house is a mess because the school is over and he's been having sleepovers since like forever. And these kids, no matter, can you bring your plate up? Oh, yeah, not a problem. By the way, why don't I get an allowance? Because you're fucking killing me, kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, so well, here's Alex first, then we'll go to Stellar. Here's Alex first.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Welcome to a very special holiday edition of AC Alice Cardinelli Network. I'm your host, Alice Cardinelli from Springfield, Massachusetts, right here in the United States of America. This is one of my favorite days each year as an American because I love my freedom and I love my independence. Now, the 4th of July has three very important things for us Americans. It has our love of being a United States citizen. It has our independence and our freedom. And the third and final thing it has is our summer fun. I think the 4th of July is one of the biggest events of the summer because we have family coming over, barbecues with foods like hamburgers, hot dogs, steak, ribs, and chicken. And also you've got alcohol, which is always fun. But more importantly, there are fireworks. And the fireworks were a part of the American Revolution because it's celebrated.
Now, before we start cutting shit to pieces, he's made leaps and bounds with his audio quality. He still needs like a double windbreaker in front of his microphone to stop with the lisps of the S's and the TH's.
Well, I will say his reading has gotten a lot
better. It's a special.
Yes, his reading has gotten a lot better. It's not as choppy. There was a horrible fucking edit in there. He was talking at one level, then the edit came in and it spiked up. But yes, it's not like, and then we are going to barbecue hamburgers and hot dogs. Wait, I have to turn the page. And chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
You know, it's not like that. He used to do that all the time.
Alcohol. It's like he's 24 years old, man. This shouldn't be new to you. Would you like a beer, Big B? Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get stoned? Let's drink it in a bong.
Right. Well, we're going to celebrate three things on Independence Day. We're going to celebrate freedom, independence, fireworks, food, family, the sky, the clouds. Three things, ladies and gentlemen. My pets.
Don't forget the fireworks.
They were part of the American Revolution. You know, nobody gives a. That was not like we didn't win because of fireworks. You fucking asshole.
And the best part is too. There's two things I noticed too, Big B. Is number one, is every holiday is his favorite holiday.
Every single one.
Doesn't matter if it's Easter, Christmas, Hanukkah.
For fuck's sake, you could tell him about Boxing Day. It'll be his favorite fucking holiday.
Yes. As long as there's fucking Fruity Pebble cheesecake or whatever. But oh Lord. So now he's got a friend that we've talked about. Before Alex came on, after that excellent part of, I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts, which, by the way, is in the United States.
Really?
I would have to give away Final Jeopardy this week.
Holy shit. I would have never guessed Springfield, Massachusetts is in the United States.
Oh, fuck. Where in the world is Carmen? Where the fuck is Stu? Can't wait to hear this story.
Maybe he's traveling to Springfield, Massachusetts.
Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, here is his buddy that Big B loves so much.
I'm Jeremy Stolen from Red Bud, Illinois, and I would like to wish all the listeners a very happy, fun, and safe 4th of July. To all the listeners of AC, Alex Cardinelli Network, may you sit back, relax, have some good barbecue food and beer, and celebrate the greatness USA has and why we love being citizens of the USA. Happy 4th of July.
I pity you for being a fucking American. They're happy for the barbecued food.
Yeah.
They're happy for beer or alcohol, depending which one you're talking to.
Right.
And they're just happy to be Americans. It's like a Hillary commercial.
Is he for? Did he say he's from Red Butt, Illinois?
I don't. One's in Illinois. The other. How does now? I know it's kind of weird that someone from England meets someone from Queens meets someone from Ontario, Canada.
Right.
That's strange, but it's got some dynamics.
Right.
But Springfield, Massachusetts, and Port Buck, Illinois, just don't catch me.
And they're like gay lovers. I thought they lived in the same town. I didn't know one was from Illinois and one was from Massachusetts.
They're nowhere near each other, but they share a passion. So hang on, you got time.
I have all the time in the world.
Okay, so hang on. We got here first is Jeremy Stellhorn's commercial. If you get the phone number, write it down.
Okay.
Hi guys, Jeremy Stellhorn of Little Egypt Aquarium Club. We are looking for new members who enjoy a no-drama, relaxed, and fun fish group. If this sounds like you, feel free to find Little Egypt Aquarium Club on Facebook and join in the fun. I'm super excited to announce we are having our first swap meet / member sign up on Sunday, July 16th, 2017, 1 to 6 p.m. in the Garden Room of Southwestern Illinois College, 2500 Carlisle Avenue, Belleville, Illinois, 62221. Hope to see you there. We have tables available for free if you would like to join in on the fun and sell some items. 618-910-9205 and ask for me, Jeremy Sorn. Thanks.
I got up to 910. Did you catch the rest?
I didn't know it was coming up, so I just got the 618.
Okay, hang on. I don't mean to do this, buddy.
And is this the Little Egypt Fish Club? Like
Little Egypt Fish Club in Buck Club, Illinois or Idaho?
In Illinois. But this is the Little Egypt, like as in the country Egypt with the fucking pyramids?
As in the Pharaoh, right? Like so.
Right.
Let's get this. It's towards the end again.
Yeah. It's right at the end.
I got 618-910. Hang on. Let's see here.
Illinois 62221. Hope to see you there. We have tables available for free if you would like to join in on the fun and sell some items. 618-910-9205 and ask for me, Jeremy Sorn. Thanks.
Okay, I got it.
I've got it too. And I'm really thinking at this point, no one else is going to answer the phone. Who else am I going to ask for? Hello, is this Bob? Do you have tables available? Now, I think I'm going to nominate you because Stu's not here.
Mm-hmm.
You should call and say you want to put a table because you believe fish should not be kept in captivity.
But what am I going to have on my table?
I don't know. Pictures of the fish having ick inside the aquarium. It just imagine it this way. The killer whales.
Right.
I'm sure you've been to SeaWorld or Marineland and they're banning all that now. They're mistreating the seals, the walruses, and now you're going to step in to the little. And by the way, Jeremy, if you're excited, you've got to get a little bit more emotion, like BB and I. Maybe we want to go to bed. Maybe there's a show we want to watch on TV. But guess what? When we get behind the microphone, we really pull it off. Again, I'm going to put this on for you. Is this a man that's excited And how many tables do you think he has rented? Look.
Hi, guys. Jeremy Thorne of Little Egypt Aquarium Club. We are looking for new members who enjoy a no-drama, relaxed, and fun fish group. If this sounds like you, feel free to find Little Egypt Aquarium Club on Facebook and join in the fun. I'm super excited to...
Yeah, you're not super excited. You're reading a fucking card that Alex Cardinelli gave you. You took the same fucking halo drug as Choo Choo Stew. You're probably being raped in buttfuck Illinois right now. Now, again, before we go to call this number, because we have to, and we still got to get to this transgender shit. And Stu, you don't even know the fun you're missing tonight. I again have to give really good props to Alex's commercial. Now, keep in mind, he's in Massachusetts. He's landed. Look, you and I, we're trying for beer, condoms, dildos, whores,
right?
Brothels. Any of those would be perfect sponsors for us, right?
Absolutely.
But I think when you have a niche market like fish, here is Alex Cardinelli, let's say it properly, from the Brand New Ace Network doing his commercial.
Do you live in Illinois? Do you have a beautiful saltwater aquarium and looking for a fish store that will cater to your reef and saltwater aquariums? Aquatic Treasures has the answer. Our specialty is saltwater. We have a wide variety of saltwater fish and corals, including a wide variety of frags. We even stock freshwater and pond fish for our freshwater keeping friends. Fish food, a new filter, or other aquarium equipment, we have them here to hook you up. Have any fish questions or want a special order?
Great job. How does a double bass fit in with a harp?
That's all I was picturing was a fucking, like a cheesy fucking 1960s movie with a mermaid stroking a harp.
Right.
That's all I was picturing.
The chicken of the sea, the tuna.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm thinking to myself, and listen, you know what? It's free advertising for you, brother. You might get 5 or 6 downloads. I doubt it, but they hear you here. You're rocking it out with that harp. I'm thinking Captain Kirk under some love spell on the planet in Star Trek or something. You've got me. And then all of a sudden this double bass starts kicking in with a fucking harp.
Yeah.
I need a cigarette. Anyway, folks, let's check into the what do we call it? The camera of mystery. I think it was called at the beginning of the show. He is wasting power. The lights are still on. Nothing has changed. I have not seen the cat come in or anything. I think it's under lock and key behind those French doors. But folks, that is the White Room. Normally where Choo Choo Stew broadcasts from. And I'm sure he's going to wake me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning our time and go, oh, fuck, I just woke up. I fell asleep on top of the stove and now I got a sunburn. So anyway, folks, the White Room. What do you should we do the transgender or you want to, should we call Stellhorn?
I thought we were calling Stellhorn.
Okay, so do you have in your head what you want to?
Sure. Okay,
you're the man. Hang on. So talk. I need help. You know I need help during this stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Remember who you're asking for.
I'm asking for Jeremy Stellhorn, my second favorite person in podcasting.
Right now, remember.
Yes.
We are in Los Angeles, California via this.
Oh, we are? I was going to say I'm in Bucks County, Illinois.
You
I have to be in Illinois to get a table at the swap meet.
Oh, no. Why don't you say you're traveling? You've got some. It's up to you. I would personally say that you are against keeping fish and try and argue with the guy.
Oh, no. That's where I'm going, but I'm in Bucks County, Illinois. I have to be in Illinois to get a table at the swap meet. Can't say I'm in California.
I'm wondering how many. Is there any tables of? There's so many questions we have right now.
Oh yeah.
Folks. Listen, I don't know if it's only this show, but through other shows I've done, and Big B as well, like in his metal show, you've had some great people in that studio.
Mhm.
I've had Dennis Hoff from Nevada, the king of the brothels. I've had Diamond Dallas Page. We've had what's her name, the McRib lady. We've had so many awesome characters. We've never had Jeremy Stellhorn.
That's right.
And I what I'm curious about is to see if we get a little bit of passion from him. So let's give him a call. Takes a minute sometimes for this to. There we go. Jeremy Stellhorn, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you ask for Jeremy. It might be late in Illinois.
Hi, this is Jeremy. Leave a message. Thanks. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yes, hi, Jeremy. This is Cliff Burton. I'm calling from Bucks County, Illinois, and I heard about the swap meet, and I'm interested in getting a table at the swap meet. I want to present all my pamphlets against keeping fish in captivity. I think it's very educational for people. You know, with the diseases that go on in these aquariums, and especially the disease called ick that can, if once one fish gets it, the entire aquarium is pretty much infected. I don't believe fish held in captivity, they enjoy it. I don't think they like it. They would rather be out in the wild. So I would like a table at the swap meet to present all my pamphlets and my writings on this. You can give me a call. Again, my name is Cliff Burton. I live in Bucks County, Illinois. You can give me a call at 618-901-9520. Thank you.
Yeah. What exactly is a swap meet for fish?
The only thing I can think of is somebody brings their fucking fish and hands it off to somebody else, and they take their fish with them. That's all. That's what a swap meet is.
So now, to me, again, the cruelty has gone beyond cruel, because you're putting them in little baggies. Maybe you carry around a little portable oxygen incinerator or whatever, but you're like, hi, I got one goldfish left, the one black-tailed goby. Jeremy Stellhorn, afraid to answer his phone. We have his number on record, and we will get him by the end.
I wonder if he gets the phone number that I gave him.
It was his number.
Yeah, basically. Just moved a couple of numbers around.
Back over to the stew cam really quick. Okay, before we do that, let's close with the transgender. We're going to do things a little weird tonight.
Oh,
We'll close out. By the way, that empty chair, folks, I know you're all concerned. We're concerned too. If you're listening on podcast, we will update you via the Cave Crew Radio Facebook page. Is there any way of you getting a screenshot of this, Big B, that we can post this as a missing person?
I can.
I think I can too. Anyway, we have a couple stories that we were talking about before we get to the transgender stuff that I know you're all waiting for. Big B sent this one in. Apparently, there was a war between Canada and the United States. As we all know, two of the greatest friendships in the world. We're not, sending nuclear weapon tests or any of that shit. We're not protesting at the G10. But apparently, There was a bald eagle that humiliated a Canada goose and cemented your aviation supremacy over us, as if there was
right
doubt. Like Canada ever said we had an army.
Don't ever mess with us. Our bird will kill your bird.
Excuse me. Vancouver Island Images Facebook page described itself as a place to explore and learn about the beautiful area. However, a bald eagle flew into what would you call that? What do you call the airspace? And what kind of a battle is it? We've got pictures of this, and we'll put them up. What kind of a battle is it between an eagle and a fucking goose? Yeah, I'm going to save this, and I'm going to put it up on the.
And I just sent you.
Just goes to show you guys gloating about.
I just sent you the screenshot of the empty stew chair.
Yes, I need that. I need to get that up and get everyone everywhere. Where in the world? You know what? It's pretty common. Big B, I've got a storm. I can't make it tonight.
Right.
Big B, Jake's got a soccer game. We're just not going to be there. Choo Choo Stew just fucks off.
He's just gone.
Like, no explanation, no. You know, I'm sure if this was the fucking pod train, right?
Oh, he'd be right there. He'd be right there.
Yeah.
He wouldn't miss a beat.
Yeah, this is the fucking pod train. I'm trying to get you guys a picture, folks. I apologize. I'm one-man show here.
You got the picture I sent you?
That's the one and only. Yeah, I'll get it. Hang on. That's the one and only Sperminator.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why you put that picture back up.
Because I'm trying to fucking find. There it is. To get your story that you sent me.
Oh,
here's the fucking goose versus the that's a beautiful. I'd hang that on my wall.
The Canadian goose versus the American bald eagle.
Which, if you were a betting man, you would definitely bet on the bald eagle.
Absolutely. Over a goose? Of course. Now, I have a question for you. Why is a goose your national bird?
Why do you always have a question for me? I am just a presenter. I just put facts. You think I have the answer for everything. I am not a Webster I'm not Wikipedia.
Well, this is your country, is it not? Why is your country's bird a goose?
I'm not the guy that drove 12 hours to Ottawa and said, should it be the beaver, the goose, or a grizzly bear? You know, I would have chosen the grizzly bear, but
I mean, goose is what fucking you used to eat on Christmas Day. You used to eat goose.
No, we eat turkey just like everybody else. But here's the deal. Do you know if you hit a goose with your car or you shoot a goose with like a pellet gun, or I don't think it would take like a big rifle to, it is an offense in Canada to kill the Canadian goose. Yet we have soccer fields that are plummeted with their shit everywhere. Because I don't know, we're very close in proximity geographically, but have you ever had a horde of geese fly over you?
Well, I will tell you, when we were in a corporate softball league years ago, and we were playing on one of the fields, and for whatever reason, there was a lot of geese around, and when we stepped onto the field, there was goose shit everywhere. It was fucking nasty, and we had to play on this field, and it was like, I was in the outfield and the ball's coming, and I was playing left field. The center field was like, dive for it. I said, fuck you, dive for it. I'm not diving in goose shit. Fuck you. You want it, you dive for it, motherfucker.
Now listen, before we declare the winner, and I fucking love this picture. Somehow this is going to end up on the webpage. Was it not the geese that fucked up the trip to Disneyland last week?
Yes.
It was the geese.
It was the geese. That's right.
It wasn't bald eagles bearing down on their prey.
No.
Or a French fry or a stray donut. It was the geese. They shit and ruined
That's right. It was absolutely goose poop. As a matter of fact, that was, I think, one of the names that I suggested for last week's show or the week before, whenever it was, something about goose poop for the name of the show.
So anyway, so this woman, hang on, let me move up a little bit here. I always see ugly pictures of people on the side here, but these people are on vacation in Spider Lake Springs, and there was an encounter of the two animals. Noticing the scuffle, she grabbed her camera. There was a whole bunch of noise to begin with. Like Hulk Hogan after delivering a leg drop, the eagle went for the pin, holding the long neck chump down to the ground. If birds could speak English and have an understanding of international monetary trends, the eagle would be most assuredly saying, "Taste this dirt." So let's again think of it in a war perspective. I think on a one-on-one, yes, the eagle is definitely going to take down the goose. By the way, this would be a great children's book for us to write to raise some money for the show.
It really would. If we could get somebody to illustrate it, it would be wonderful.
The eagle, the goose, and the camera of mystery. Anyway, but I think in numbers. So again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not an expert on eagles, but I don't think eagles travel in packs.
No, they do not.
So you may have up to 40 geese. You would send one to the ground to distract the eagle, which it would momentarily seem like he's winning, and then all the other geese would shit on him. And clog his feathers and knock him senseless, and then I think the geese would win.
But that apparently that didn't happen in this instance. It was a one-on-one battle.
This is more important than why the chicken crossed the road. Why did the goose fight the eagle? What was the goose trying to get? Was there a smelt there or a piece of bread?
Well, I will say relations between our two countries will never recover from this.
This to me is a typical of don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Right. I mean, you look at it. The American bald eagle is a vicious bird.
Yes,
the bald eagle is a very, very vicious bird.
The goose looks like it's vomiting or calling for friends. I don't know which.
It's praying that help comes.
Yes.
But as far as birds go, the eagle is a very vicious bird. They are a predator. The goose, I don't think geese are predators. They just exist, I think.
I don't think geese eat. I don't even know if they eat fish. Like we're going to have to, we'll have to put this out to Al, because Al always has the answers. He'll tell us what geese eat but I'm looking at this poor I've never felt bad for a goose in my life. Looking at this thing and I'm going, well, we got to put this up and we got to caption it. You know, what do they call those things? Memes. We need to get a Cave Crew meme contest going on this first thing tomorrow for the weekend. And I want this thing a fucking caption. What is going on between the goose and the eagle? You can say, you know, what's the eagle saying? I'm going to kick your ass. What's the goose saying? Look, I'll bend over. Like I can see the claws of that fucking eagle.
Oh yeah. The goose is saying, "Look, I'll suck your dick if you leave me alone."
Like, what weapon does that I mean, if they were in a race in the water, I think the goose might have a chance with those web feet.
Right.
And it also looks by the picture that the goose only has one leg already.
No, he's got two. If you look under the well, I guess it would be the left wing, closer to the body, you see his other foot.
But look at the fucking eagle. They're vicious motherfuckers.
The eagles are vicious, but they are predators. They are a predatory animal.
But that is we should study the DNA of the eagle for the physique. of such a beautiful bird. And by the way, we do have eagles in Canada as well. The report comes in, without grass, a medium goose will eat around 200 kilograms of food per day. Geese love greens such as cabbage, cauliflower, leaves, and lettuce. They will also eat leftover vegetables. So obviously, the eagle is not a meal.
So you have a predator in the bald eagle fighting a vegan. It's a vegan bird.
Right, and we've debated this through humanoid things, right? Is it better to be a vegan or you know, you and I are carnivores, right?
Right.
Go to the, what do you call, Burger King
Right.
factory. Obviously, it is better to eat meat because you are more capable of shredding a jugular than you are of cutting a piece of lettuce.
Well, that's the whole makeup of our teeth, is to cut through meat.
I'm looking at the yellow beak, and I don't mean to go on and on, folks, but I'm looking at the eagle, and I'm seeing it can strike with the wing. It's got those fucking 3-inch talons.
Yep.
It could do a splash like right against it and knock the goose. And what the goose is actually saying, folks, is, where the fuck are my 49 other friends right now? You know, I'm the one that led you to the food, and you guys kept flying to Florida.
He's praying for the droppings of goose poop to come flying through.
There's strength in numbers. Where the fuck are the other geese? That's what I'm wondering. I really feel bad for this fucker. And thank God there's not any bloody photos or. Now, here's my question before we move on to the next thing. Would the eagle just kill it and maybe eat its heart, or is he gonna? This could be a week's worth of food.
Oh, the eagle will
devour it.
Well, if it can carry the goose. I don't know how strong the eagles are. They'll take it back to their nest.
That thing looks like a pick me up.
It really does. But if they can, they'll take it back to their nest.
Now, when and because you're the one that always asks these stupid questions of me, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
When the eagle eats the goose or the fox or the cobra or whatever the fuck catches, does it take the feathers out as we do, or is that just part of? Is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that the fiber in the diet?
I don't know. I would. I don't know, actually. I would guess they kind of just with the beak kind of just break through the body to eat the organs and stuff, the innards.
No, I'm really reaching far at this as I go to the mystery camp in the White Room in London, England, ladies and gentlemen. We should approach this really professionally. We are still waiting for the arrival of Choo Choo Stu. He is going to be making a statement on why he didn't show up for the show tonight. Everyone, while we are waiting for Stu, we will go to our correspondent, Big B in Queens, New York.
I'm here in Queens waiting for news. We hear that Stu may or may not arrive within the next 15 minutes. We're not sure. As further updates come my way, I will let you know. Live from Queens, New York, I am Sir Big B. Back to you in the studio.
Do you think it's possible that Stu was kidnapped by Eagle?
It's very possible that after the eagle had its way with the Canadian goose, he set its sight on the UK and went for it, and Stu was the first one he saw.
Okay. So obviously I am transgender certified, and I'd like to get your opinion on this.
I'm looking at this thing you just pulled up.
Before we do, where are you going on vacation next week? Because we have Mike Jolitz, folks, from the Mike Jolitz Show. And I did see Jason Marcel from We Don't Have Cookies. He's another friend of ours. He might come hang out with us too.
I will be in Mystic, Connecticut.
Mystic. What goes on in Mystic, Connecticut?
They have a giant aquarium that takes like all day to go through.
You just said aquarium.
I did. And I'm hoping I see. I'm hoping I see our good friend Alex Cardinelli there. But yeah, the Mystic Aquarium, which they have got whales and shit in there. It's like an all day thing.
Can you take some video that we can forward?
I certainly can.
Yeah, forward. Say this is from Cave Crew Radio, showing our love for fish as well.
I absolutely will take some video and send it on over. We could also there's also a place where you can go inside a submarine and explore inside a submarine. You can go on various ships. They recreate some pirate ships and stuff. You can explore. Say that again.
You have submarines in Mystic, Connecticut.
Well, the Mystic Seaport, yeah.
What border are you defending that you need submarines?
Well, this is a seaport. It's basically like a museum. It's not an active submarine. It's
so if the Russians were heading straight for Mystic, Connecticut, you'd have no bullets to fire whatsoever.
From the submarine we can go on, no. We would have nothing in it.
Okay. Sounds like fun. Take a lot of pictures and hopefully you'll report to us from there. But if not, we want you to enjoy your vacation. And actually, I'm on vacation the same week, but I'm here for the show, and I'm away for a soccer tournament.
Nice.
Following day. So yeah, up by Port Huron in Michigan. For those of you in the States. All right, folks, this is it. We're going to wrap it up with this. Last week, we went on and on. We've had debates in front of my house. I have spoken to other hockey coaches because we started our hockey school this week on Sunday. I'm having an issue with this. I believe there's other things that Hockey Canada, which is, they're the ones that lay the ground for the hockey world, United States, Sweden, Finland, Russia, they're the ones that set the pace. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lesson 1, understanding discrimination based on gender identity and gender expression with a hockey player sitting there.
Now, again, I have a question for you. You said this comes from Hockey Canada. Is that the governing body that governs over the national team as well, like the NHL players that
not NHL
go to the Olympics and everything?
It goes as far as the Olympics.
Right. Well, the NHL players go into the Olympics, so it governs that. Obviously, not the NHL itself, but it governs the national team. So when the NHL players go into the Olympics or the World Junior Championships or something like that, it also governs those teams as well.
Right.
Okay.
So yes, but not Gary Bettman's type of thing.
Right.
So here we go. Not every player will become the next NHL superstar, but every player will benefit from being a part of the greatest game on earth.
Very true.
I don't necessarily disagree with this, but again,
no, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay, but I we'll talk about the transgender in a minute. So let me go. I obviously I couldn't do the whole course, but I got you about 5 slides here. So these are the different kinds of transgender. Okay, we all know about lesbians.
Yeah.
We all know about gays.
Yeah.
Bisexual. Yeah. Trans. We're starting to learn a lot about this.
Mm-hmm.
But the next 3 kind of they throw me for a little bit of a spin here. We got intersex.
I don't know what that is.
And I didn't get into the, you'll have to take the course if you want to learn about. We got queer.
Now I'm looking at this and I thought, to me, growing up, queer was gay.
This is what I'm asking. Exact same question as you. We're both a couple of old school. So we got bisexual, gay, lesbian. Queer would, to me, queer would be the bucket that you put everything in.
Okay.
What the fuck is Two-Spirit?
I have no fucking idea. two-spirit. Wouldn't that be kind of bisexual? It's two.
They would all, but I'm thinking to myself, so physically, and if you take this course, they'll tell you, I'm identified as a male. My attraction is this, but my spirit is this. So you can be
what?
You can be Frosted Flakes. But anyway, a two-spirit. So I want to keep going before we
okay.
Because there's more to this. It's fucking fantastic. It's the worst thing I ever did in my life. I think the next part is a quiz. Hang on. No, there's this. There's this first. There's this. Hang on, before the quiz.
My body does not define my gender. Yes, it really does.
Okay.
We cannot simply read someone's gender identity just by looking for clues in the way their physical body looks, sounds, or moves.
Hockey is like the eagle, like baseball, like American Pie, Canada.
Right.
I look like a man. I sound like a man. I might circle jerk with my friends. You don't know that, but I'm still a fucking man.
Yes.
It defines my gender.
Yes. Can we stop with this fucking, there's 97 genders. There's two. You're a male or a female. And no matter what you do to your body, you will be a male or female, because in your DNA, you either have the X chromosome or the Y chromosome. That makes you a male or a female. Stop with the fucking 82,000 different genders, and I want to be a meerkat today and a fucking beaver tomorrow. Go fuck yourself. You're a man or a woman. Stop.
Now, wait a minute. Before we go to the next slide, which is going to answer what a two-spirit is, they have the right now, Big B, to say they would like their own dressing room with a shower and a bathroom. And this was a 5-hour course I had to take, ladies and gentlemen, to continue to coach hockey. Anyway, I thought I'd share it with you because it's very interesting. Big B, would you like to read what a two-spirit is?
Oh, more than anything in life. Two-spirit, an English umbrella term to reflect the many words used in different indigenous languages describing the fluid and diverse nature of gender and attraction and its interconnectedness to community and spirituality. The term seeks to restore traditional identities and roles that were actively buried by European colonizers. Some indigenous people identify as two-spirit rather than or in addition to identifying as LGBTQ. I still have no fucking idea what two-spirit is.
We need Stu here, which, by the way, folks, if we check on him, there's a great story behind this somewhere. All right. So anyway, it goes from, and there's so much more into it than that, Big B. But then we go into this quiz, and you'll see how I did on these quizzes. Do I have the one where the coach is introducing himself though? That's my favorite. I guess not. Okay, transgender quiz number 1. Mm-hmm. So the question that comes up is, which of the following statements are true? And you can see where I click my answer. I'm being completely transparent with all this. Being transgender is a new issue in the world. Not all transgender people undergo medical transition. If you are transgender, then you're also gay. A woman or girl who expresses her gender in a masculine way is probably transgender. That was my the 2 check marks. And whether you agree or not, folks, you're welcome to play at home if you're so fucking willing to. As you can see, incorrect. Incorrect is number 1, right? That was actually false.
Okay.
Gender diversity has existed throughout history and all over the world. So I should have only answered true to the 1. So hopefully you guys at home we're much more better prepared. Let me go to the next one here. This one's really fun because what we get to do here to make us feel better about dealing with transgender, they give us pucks and a net. So what we had to do here, Big B, is drag the puck into the appropriate net. So here again, you can see my answers. Assigned sex would be a male. Gender identity, I picked lesbian. Attraction, pansexual. No idea what the fuck it means. Gender expression, feminine.
Now, before you move on,
yes.
What the fuck is a pansexual?
I don't know.
What the fuck is cismon? What the hell is that?
Maybe we'll find out on the next slide.
And what the fuck is gender queer? You're fucking gay. That's it.
I'm trying to get the answers. So once again, folks, you will see I am incorrect.
Well, you were correct with the assigned sex was male.
Yes.
The gender identity is cis man. And what the fuck is cis man?
Or gender queer. The gender expression I was right on, and the attraction I was right on. So I did a little bit better there. I scored 75%.
What is pansexual? What the fuck is wrong with people?
It goes on. Hang on. There's only a few more, folks. Bear with us here. And if you're not watching, you really need to come to the video. And then, oh, I just have this, and there's no answer to it. It must be something I wanted to see.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is our self-reflection. So answer as you would, folks. I obviously answered my gender identity is straight. I use the words normal through my experience. I express my gender in a masculine way, and my assigned sex is male. Fill in the blanks as you would. Now, I have to tell you about the slide I missed, Big B. So we're going through and again, you got to feel I was ready to quit.
I would have quit a long time ago. This is not worth it. And what you said is this comes from Hockey Canada, which is why I asked, is it the governing body for the Olympics and, you know, the NHL players that play in the Olympics and all that. So these coaches, these NHL coaches that go to coach in the Olympics have to take the same course, I'm assuming, correct?
Everybody.
Everybody.
You know
so
how
Mike Babcock has to take this course.
Big B, I am certified high enough that I could take a junior team, which would feed an Olympic team.
Right.
So I had to take, so imagine that carrying on and on and on.
Right. So like I said, Mike Babcock, if he's coaching the Canadian national team in the Olympics, has to take this course.
Yes, I would assume as a member of Hockey Canada. That's
right. As a member of Hockey Canada.
Now listen, here's the deal before I tell you about the one last slide that really killed me. I understand we have to have police checks, right? You want to be safe to work around kids and you know.
Of course, absolutely.
Police clearance is fine. I would think we could have spent a little bit more time on bullying because I think bullying is still a problem, which probably encompasses a lot of this stuff. But how these fuckers deserve their own course that we got to sit for 4 hours. Are you ready for the catch now?
Please.
I could have swore I captured this frame, but I'll do it when my wife takes the course. There is one point where they go through and they ask you different scenarios, and one is an assistant coach. And he says, good afternoon. I don't even think he says boys and girls because that's not appropriate under our new training. My name is Coach Al, and I identify as what I don't have in front of me, so I can't say it. And what I'm hoping for is that you can express yourself. And are you fucking kidding me? It's a fucking hockey game. I am not going to walk into a group of kids on Sunday night and tell them I identify myself as a pansexual.
And again,
it's none of their fucking business. And I'm pretty sure I'd end up in jail for saying that.
And again, you're forcing sexuality in many instances on children that aren't sexual yet. They haven't hit puberty. They have no idea what sex is. All they know is they like to play hockey. You're forcing sexuality on them because you want to make yourself feel special, because you feel that you want to be a pansexual. That means fucking nothing. It means absolutely nothing. It's a word you fucking made up because you want to be special. You want to be unique. Go fuck yourself and your uniqueness.
And here's, if you dive further into the course, folks, and I know this is getting a little serious for a funny show, but I think it's really fucking funny myself. But is that we're no longer allowed to say he did a good job, she is really improving. We got to start using words like they, them.
Well,
what are you talking about? Have you lost your fucking minds?
Now, if I'm coaching, right, and you know, DK, your son is on my team, and I go to you and say, you know, he's really improving. What am I supposed to say? They are really improving.
It is doing a great job.
It is doing wonderful. Your non-binary offspring is doing quite well. Fucking stop it.
Again, let me clarify for like the 1 millionth time. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be lesbian. It's okay to be bisexual. It's okay to be attracted to animals if that's what you do. But at the end of the day, on your birth certificate, you are either a male or a female. There is no changing it. There is no spiritual animal that comes from the planet Uranus that identifies who you are on the inside. You are a feminine boy, or you are a masculine girl, or you are whatever. You are one of two things.
That's it.
Not a twilight.
You can make up stuff all you want. If it comes down to when you go to the doctor and they pull out they take blood and they analyze your DNA, you're a man or a woman. That's the only two options.
And listen, you'll probably agree with me on this too. If you in your workplace, you need to accommodate for someone with a hearing difficulty or someone that's in a wheelchair.
Right.
I completely understand that.
Right.
But I am not building a separate washroom because there is some kind of new freaking character.
Just because you want to make yourself feel special. And that's all it is. You want to make yourself feel special, that you're above everyone else or that you're more unique than everyone else. So you're going to be a pansexual, whatever the fuck. So, and you expect every one of us to, kowtow to your needs. And like you said, build a separate locker room because you may not want to be around guys or girls, depending on how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Stop it. You're a guy or a fucking girl. That's it.
Let me take this one step further, Big B. I have always been a proponent, and I have had some really good female hockey players on my teams, some of them being championship teams, where I have taken the female player because they are that good at said given sport. Right. I am not one to say hockey is a man's game. If you can take the roughness and you're tough enough, you're still a girl. You're welcome to play.
And I'll tell you that for USA Hockey, the women's team for USA Hockey is phenomenal. It's always generally the USA women versus the Canadian women in the finals of the Olympics. And for the most part, the USA wins. But, these women that play in the Olympics and all that are they're extremely talented women.
Al, I need stats on America versus Canada in men and women hockey. Fuck off. Now,
well, no, I'll give you men's hockey. The Canada beats the U.S. most of the time, but in women's hockey, USA women's hockey is really, really good.
I want to identify myself as a North American. I want to be referred to from now on as a North American. I live on the border of Detroit and Canada, and I am close enough to understand the culture of both. I am now affiliated as a North American. So when I introduce myself on the show, I want to be referred to as the North American guy.
Would you be Pan-American? Is that what that is?
American is what I am. Now, off to the U.S. ladies, just before we close out here. Have you seen the pictures of them for the ESPN Sports Illustrated?
I saw it very, very briefly. I have to take a better look at it, but wow.
It's something that will stay with you in your sleep. Magnificent bodies.
And and I'm not saying wow because it's bad. It's really good.
Oh,
wait. Go to the stew cam.
Holy shit.
Go to the stew cam.
We might have extended play here tonight for you, ladies.
Oh my God.
You got the blue headphones, Stu. Are you? Hang on a minute, Stu. Don't you say a word. Wait a minute. That's not going to work. Hang on.
Wait for it.
Hey, folks, just watch the camera.
Just keep all eyes on the stew cam.
It's doing it again. It's not going to work. Oh, here we go. This is good for him tonight. Is that Choo Choo Stu? Right when we're ready to name the episode. Stu, what happened to you?
I fell asleep.
Did you have too many beers in the garden?
No, I haven't had any. I had one. This is London calling.
Yeah. We're almost ready to choose the name of the show. You missed all the fun, Stu. You're going to have to listen.
Oh, no. Sorry. I do apologize.
Stu, what are you doing? What are you doing with paper towels right now?
Well,
it's not time to fucking clean. You're on the air.
I've just woke up. Sorry.
Oh, so when you wake up instead of going pee, do you automatically get paper towels and start dusting? What the fuck is he doing?
Well, there was some water on here, right? And I looked up because there's a bathroom upstairs. And the other week, the daughter was taking a bath when I was sitting in the office, and it started raining in here.
So you got a leak in the ceiling.
Well, she was going a bit overzealous with the water upstairs and splashing it everywhere, and I think it must have leaked somewhere.
So she was pretending she was the goose being chased by the eagle.
That's it.
This is excellent. Stu, the picture of your, Big B said to me earlier, what kind of chips are that? But the best view is the back of your head in that mirror.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, Stu, you went to bed. You missed. We don't have enough time to recap because we're going on overtime right now. I'm sure everyone is glad to see you. We've had the Stu Cam on all night. Do you have anything for us?
No, I need a cup of tea.
It's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning over there.
He won't go to bed now. Watch. You're going to stay up all night, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No. I mean, it's half the night. It's gone anyway.
Well, that's what I mean. You got to get up and you got to get the wife to the doctor. And
yeah.
No, you're just going back to bed now.
Nah.
Now, if one of your kids walk in and see you in that room, how do you explain this to them? Because I don't sit in a cupboard. My boy knows. My studio's down here. He knows what I'm doing. But you've got like this secret room behind French doors. and so where's Dad? Where's Dad? Whatever. And they walk in, and here you are in this magnificent room that's like hidden behind a bookcase or something.
I don't know.
Do you pull down a Sherlock Holmes book to open the door? Is that how it works?
You do. You have to take a specific book out, and it automatically opens.
Choo-choo Stew, ladies and gentlemen. Now, just for the fun of it, Stu, we're going to go to you first. What would you name this show?
I don't know. I don't know.
If I was you, here's what I'd say. You don't know anything that's happened in the show, obviously. I would say I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Choo-choo Stew, ladies and gentlemen. Big B. Well, I mean, we've had a lot go on here.
We have had a lot go on tonight, but nothing beats what just happened in the last 2.5 minutes.
Well, that's what's great about this show. And while you're driving that choo-choo, you can listen and hear about all the stuff. And right. I'm sure you would add some great things to chime in because you are transsexual. So we talked about that tonight.
So because the greatest part of the show, I think, happened in the last 2.5 minutes, I would call the show The Legend of Sleepy Stew.
Okay. I got to write that down. In the chat room, get ready. And see what I had.
The door.
Oh, who knows? Everyone's probably looking. Dad's not in bed. What's going on? They're looking under mats, and it's probably like fucking hidden everywhere. I'm thinking the goose, the eagle, and the camera of mystery. And we have in there, that's way too long. And eagle style versus goose style is another one. And Stew's oversleep. I would say it goes down to one. The Legend of Sleepy Stew versus the goose, the eagle, and the camera of mystery. Is that not enticing for you to listen, Stu?
I'll tell you what, I set my alarm and I can sort of recall turning it off. And then when I woke up, I thought, it must be too late now. So I just thought I'd come down and have a look, you know.
And you were probably coming in just to turn everything off. And who's waiting for you? Your best friends in the world. All your listeners, all your fans. Stu's coming in. He's in his pajamas and his baby blue shirt, matching his headphones, and he's coming in. I'm just going to turn things off. It's way too late. The show's over. And who's waiting for him? Hey, it's Big B and BK. And he's like, I'm taking a piss right now. He's taking the mick.
He's definitely taking the mick.
Oh, Stu. I think we should run like an after-hour show and just have Stu on cam while he's drinking his tea. Do you want to go turn the kettle on, mate?
Yeah.
Go ahead, turn the kettle on. Let the cat out, whatever it is you do.
I didn't stand up now.
Okay. I think I'll go with the Legend of Sleepy Stew. Oh, Jason Marshall, though, from We Don't Have Cookies, says Stew sexual.
Now, why would you say that?
Well, here's the deal.
You got to listen to the show and find out.
I would like to invite back. Yeah, you missed a great show, Stu. We had a lot of things you would have fun with. But I would like to invite back Choo Choo Sue. And maybe we can get some answers to some of these slides.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
So is there any way you can revert back to Choo Choo Sue, or was she buried under therapy?
She had her wig stolen, last I heard.
Well, she doesn't have to wear pink. You can always get a blonde one, or
yeah.
You can wear your hair just the way it is. Just put a dress on. We don't really
Thank you.
radio. I know we're on video, but it's radio, so we don't really need the persona. We just need you to channel her, and I'm sure that's the room you go to when you put on your wife's clothes. And
definitely.
We'd like to learn to accept. I mean, because now that I'm certified, right? All right, so folks, here's what's going down. Big B is on vacation next week in Mystic, Connecticut. He's going to ride submarines and meet the whales. Sounds good. Sounds very good. So Stu and I, assuming Stu doesn't revert to a narcoleptic character during the show, will be joined by Mike Jolitz from the Mike Jolitz Show, and he's getting ready for his big anniversary special. So it should be fun to have Mike on the show. Stu, can we confirm your attendance?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Why don't you just fall asleep in the chair and then we can yell at you in the headphones?
Excuse me.
Boring show, folks.
No, it's not a boring show. I'm just. It was a long day.
Now the point of the show is where Big B and I ask you if you feel you'd like to donate $5 to this yawning fucking English bloke who chooses to show up at. Now what's he doing? Windexing?
Well, you know, he wiped down the counter. Now he's doing the windows.
You look different today. If you guys,
Watch. I'll go to bed in like an hour, and Choo Stu will be pinging me like crazy. I just got in the car and threw the cat out. Now I'm making pasties.
Stu, I have a question for you.
Yes, please. Before we go,
right before you go, on to your left on the shelf, that middle shelf, there's that thing right there. What is that?
Yeah, is that a toaster?
That's my wife's. That's my wife's makeup.
Bullshit. That's yours. Listen, if you would have been listening, you would understand that we are certified now, and we accept that you are transsexual.
We were trying to figure it out before. DK said it was a toaster. I said it looked like a 1930s radio. We had no idea what it was.
Listen, why would your wife keep a makeup bag in your secret room? Jason says you're a two-spirit.
I still don't know what that is.
It's Stu.
It is Stu.
He's like
a
the guy
stew
from
spirit, not a two spirit, a stew spirit.
He's like that guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
Look at him. He's got a Yankee candle up there.
Wow.
Organizing everything. ADHD.
Oh,
is that as cozy as the train?
No.
It's not as cozy.
No, it's not as cozy.
And the purpose of the mirror, is that to make the closet look bigger?
That's when I do the makeup.
We gotta have Choo Stu do makeup on there.
Absolutely.
And listen, we have all learned, Stu. We are now acceptable of everything. Big B and I.
We took the course. We took the course and took a test.
Do you mean?
I have an idea. Before, since we're running over, let's take one more chance here.
Okay.
Let's try and call. Because well, he was in bed at 10. He's probably still in bed. But you got to get there before the swap meet. Stu, you're the best, and everyone loves you. And we know how late it is over there. Now, are you working tomorrow or are you off?
I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, no. Okay.
So today. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Today, I guess it would be. Tomorrow for us. We still have another album. All right, ladies.
You got me fucking yawning.
We're going to try one more time here to connect to the swap meet, if it works.
The swamp meet.
Oh. It says the number is unreachable. Let's try one more time real quick. So, folks, what we're doing here is Jeremy Stellhorn is been good enough to give his phone number out on national radio.
Oh, cool.
Which to me means he's open game. So Big B is trying to reach him because he wants a table at the swap meet. And I know we've gone over. Just consider it a bonus because Big B, Jason Marshall likes the Stew Spirit should be the name of the show. All right, here we go. One more time. Jeremy Stellhorn. I hope I wake his ass out of bed. Not going to answer.
Hi, this is Jeremy. Leave a message. Thanks. Bye.
We already left a message. We're not doing it again. Jeremy, we want to make you famous. We want to help you sell those fucking tables at the swap meet. All right, guys, last call. Big B, Mystic, Connecticut, will not be here next week, but he will be joining us the week after.
Yes.
With all kinds of details. Maybe calling us from a submarine.
I might, yes.
Maybe calling us from a submarine. Big B, if you're not a long-time listener, has had some great adventures. He ran out of gas one time on a highway. His wife was bitten in the eye by a mosquito. Great adventures on Big B's vacation. Stu, do you want to leave the people with anything?
No, I'm just leave them with my apology for being late today.
A typical English thing. You were wasted, you crashed, doesn't matter. Your wife gave you the date weight drug, and you're going to end up with another kid.
Let's hope not.
Or the Sperminator.
Yeah, the Sperminator. You missed the Sperminator. You would have loved the Sperminator. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening in the chat. Thanks for everybody listening who's not in the chat over on TuneIn. And thanks to everybody that downloads and supports us over at cavecrewradio.com. Until next week, I am DK on behalf of Sir Big B and the legend of Sleepy Hollow himself. We'll see you next week.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!